Hey guys, I'm Elise Vegas here with my friend
Jaden Gautreaux.
and today we are here with the one and the only Miss Brandy Jones. We're going to be asking her a couple questions today and getting to know her better. So to start off with, Miss Jones, I know you've been a teacher for a hot minute. Do you know how many years it's been?
15.
And what inspired you to become a teacher?
Basically, I started teaching when my son Trey started pre-K. So we basically started school together. His grade school needed a teacher, and I was available, so...
And was it St. Elizabeth?
Yes.
My cousins go there. You know, Lindsay, Mallory, and Kelsey Girl.
Yeah. Oh, I love them.
Yep. And then, Dawn Blanchard. Yeah, those are my cousins.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, so how long did you work there?
Oh, gosh. Maybe 11 years? No, I take that back. 9 years. 9 years.
And what made you want to switch to CCA?
Trey was going into 8th grade, so we needed to decide whether he was going to Ascension Catholic or E.D. White. But then we learned about Covenant Christian, so we decided on Covenant Christian, and then they happened to have a job opening for me, so we all made the move.
And if the opportunity of teaching Trey in preschool wouldn't have come up, where do you picture yourself being, like, to this day?
That's a good question. I originally wanted to go to school to be a pharmacist, but I didn't do that because I had children. But I do have a chemistry degree, so I may have wound up being a teacher anyway. I'm not quite sure.
So, what made you want to be a pharmacist?
I don't know. I'm not really sure.
Well, I'm actually considering going into, like, the medical field, like, with medicine. I'm considering being, like, a physical therapist or a pharmacist, so get to do what you didn't.
Well, okay, so, yeah, I do know. I was in the medical field. I wanted to be in the medical field. However, being a pharmacist, you don't really have to touch anybody, so I think that's kind of where that
would have been really helpful, like, considering with COVID and all
Right,
today.
right.
But where did you go to college?
The University of New Orleans.
Okay. And do you have any degrees? What you major in?
Yes. For my bachelor degree, I majored in chemistry with a minor in biology. And then I have a master's degree in healthcare administration. And then I went to Nichols, actually, to get my teaching certification.
So how many years did you go to college in total?
Forever. No, just kidding. I don't know. A lot.
Okay, so going back to Trey and how you taught him until his 8th grade year?
No, I actually didn't. Well, I take that back. I did teach him a little bit at St. Elizabeth because in addition to middle school science, I also taught computer lab for 2 years. And I had him for computer lab, but that's it.
Did you have Katie too?
I've taught Katie forever. I taught Katie in 2nd grade, and then I taught her in middle school, so 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and then in high school, so 9th grade.
And what is it like being at school every day with your children?
It's good. I like it a lot. I get to be involved and see everything that they're involved in and participate, so.
I bet you know everything that goes on.
I do know everything that goes on.
But, yep, so are you sad that Trey graduated last year?
I am. And even though he's still living at home because he goes to Nichols, I don't get to see him very often because, I'm here and he comes and goes at home, but then he has some classes in the evening. So when we're home, he's at school.
Yeah. Are you ready for Katie to be a sophomore this year?
Yeah. I just hope everything goes smoothly and y'all get to have homecoming and prom and everything that y'all should have this year.
Yep. I feel like this year's kind of just going to be a little rough patch, but hopefully we can get back to how everything originally was, like maybe next year, after. But you hear that we're having homecoming.
Yes.
So that's a really big plus. Have you taken Katie to shop for her dress yet?
Yes, we already. Actually, she had a dress for prom last year, so she's just gonna use that one.
Is Connor gonna? Did Connor go get his little tux and suit.
I don't know. They were joking around, and he said he has one suit, and that's all he's ever going to get. So hopefully his suit matches her dress.
I remember last year whenever we were talking about, because I think her color was rose gold, or whoever he went with last year, and he refused to believe that rose gold was a color. So good luck trying to convince him.
Yeah, he's got that one suit. That's it.
That's
all he's working with.
Okay, Jaden, do you have any questions for Miss Jones?
Yeah, I got a couple. So what's some hobbies that you do we don't know about?
I like to play tennis, and I like to go swimming.
Speaking of tennis, what are some reasons you like to play tennis?
I'm not sure, but I really like to play tennis except in the heat of the summer. I cannot stand being out there in that heat. So in the fall or the spring, I like to be outside when it's cool, and that's just something fun to do.
So you don't play professionally or anything?
No. Well, maybe. No. I'm better than Katie and Trey though.
So I heard that you don't like to play in the dead heat the summer.
Oh, no.
So I can only guess that your favorite season is like the fall.
Yes.
Kind of.
Fall and spring when it's nice and cool, not too cold, not too hot.
My favorite season too. Yep.
Yeah, definitely the cold.
So in the summer, I'll go swimming. So that'll cool me off.
Yeah, and don't you go swimming in Thibodeau at the wellness?
At the wellness center, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's really nice. My mom had to go there one day.
Yeah, it's really, really
I
nice.
heard there's an indoor track and stuff.
Yeah, they have like a gym and all that. Mm-hmm. It's pretty big.
There's a big gym, the weight machines, indoor track, two indoor pools. Yeah, it's nice. Saunas, hot tubs, all that fun stuff.
Go take a spa day at the hospital.
That's right. That's right. It's nice.
Well, did you play any sports in high school?
Basketball. I love basketball. And of course, my children don't play basketball.
You could force them.
I could. Yeah. So instead I have to be outside in the freezing cold during basketball season to go watch a soccer game.
And speaking of high school, didn't you go to an all-girls school?
I did. I went to Ursuline Academy in New Orleans. All girls.
So, considering that you went to an all-girls school and you teach at a co-ed school, do you see any major differences?
Well, there was definitely no fighting over boys because, they weren't there to fight over. We didn't have homecoming because we didn't have a football team, obviously. We still did go to dances and things because we were invited to all the boys' schools dances, like Brother Martin and De La Salle was an all-boys school at the time.
So it was like a Catholic school or something?
Mm-hmm. Holy Cross, all the boys' schools in New Orleans, they invited us to go dance over there, so.
Oh, yeah. Did y'all have male teachers or was it just strictly females?
It was mostly females. We had one. I had one male teacher. My senior year, he was the physics teacher.
That'd be funny if you felt awkward because it was just an all-girls school.
I'm sure he did.
Was the only male teacher.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. So did you choose to go there or did your mom?
Yes. We during the 8th grade year in New Orleans, you go and tour different schools to see which one you want to go to. And so, I toured. I lived on the West Bank of New Orleans. I toured, 2 of the schools on the West Bank, and then I toured a couple uptown, and I chose Ursuline.
Okay, so it was a Christian school, Catholic?
Catholic school, yeah.
I used to go to Catholic school.
Yeah.
But we go to the same church, so...
That's right.
Yep. Gotta make sure I'm good in church, because I always, whenever I turn around, you're always looking at me with your little eyes.
That's right. Your mom.
Yep.
She said that you grew up on the West Bank in New Orleans? Mm-hmm. So why'd you come down to Houma?
Well, actually, we moved, when Trey was about 1.5 years, we moved to Assumption Parish. So we lived in a little town called Pinkerville. And we had 4 acres, and it was a really nice area. But then we wound up moving to Thibodeau. So just because my husband's work, basically. Moved us out this way.
Okay.
And I don't want to move back because there's way too much traffic.
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic.
Not interested at all in moving back to New Orleans.
There is a lot of traffic. Oh, you mentioned your husband. How long have y'all been together for?
Forever? No. 1,000,000 years. No, we have been married for 20 years.
Wow.
And we had dated for about 7 years. But that's because I was still in college, so we waited till I finished college before we got married.
Smart.
So
Okay.
like 27 years total.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Jones, for
Thank you, Miss Jones.
being with us today and letting us ask you a couple questions. And
You're
now
welcome.
I know a lot more about you than what I did before.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lily Morgan. Tune in to hear me and America Cruz interview Sean Meir and Nathaniel Kimball to hear what they have to say about the worship and media team at First Baptist Houma.